ဆိုရအောင်ဒီမှာတောင်းဆိုချင်တာကတော့နိုင်ငံရေးအကျဉ်းသားများအမြန်ဆုံးချက်ချင်းလွတ်ပေးပါနိုင်ငံရေးအကျဉ်းသားများအမြန်ဆုံးချက်ချင်းလွတ်ပေးပါနိုင်ငံရေးအကျဉ်းသားများအမြန်ဆုံးချက်ချင်းလွတ်ပေးပါဒေါ်အောင်ဆန်းစုကြည်နဲ့တွဲဆောင်ဆွေးနွေးရေးအမြန်ဆုံးရက်ကမ်းတဲ့လှုပ်ဆောင်ပေးပါဒေါ်အောင်ဆန်းစုကြည်နဲ့တွဲဆောင်ဆွေးနွေးရေးအမြန်ဆုံးရက်ကမ်းတဲ့ပြီးလှုပ်ဆောင်ပေးပါဒေါ်အောင်ဆန်းစုကြည်နဲ့တွဲဆောင်ဆွေးနွေးရေးအမြန်ဆုံးရက်ကမ်းတဲ့လှုပ်ဆောင်ပေးပါပြစ်ခတ်ရက်စဲရေးအမြန်ဆုံးရပ်တန့်ပေးပါပြစ်ခတ်ရက်စဲရေးအမြန်ဆုံးရပ်တန့်ပေးပါဒေါ်အောင်ဆန်းစုကြည်လှုပ်ရှားမှုတွေကိုကန့်အသတ်မရှိခွင့်ပြုပေးပါဒေါ်အောင်ဆန်းစုကြည်လှုပ်ရှားမှုတွေကိုကန့်အသတ်မရှိခွင့်ပြုပေးပါဒီမိုကရေစီအတွက်လှုပ်ရှားသူများဟန်တာနောက်ဆက်ခြင်းမပြုရဒီမိုကရေစီအတွက်လှုပ်ရှားသူများဟန်တာနောက်ဆက်ခြင်းမပြုရ88ကြာဆုံးသောရဟန်းရှိသူကျောင်းသားပြည်သူများရည်စူးရဲ့ဒီမိုကရေစီအတွက်ပါဝင်လှုပ်ဆောင်ကြပါလို့တိုက်တွန်းနှိုးဆော်အပ်ပါတယ်ရှင်
Thank you so much. She is full of emotions because she is a political prisoner herself, not just her sisters and many. Also remember there's more than 100 women political prisoners in Burma. She actually symbolizes their suffering. So I'm just going to read what she has recommends the regime about the eight items that he has listed here. Release all the political prisoners immediately. There's more than 2,000. Realize the dialogue with Aung San Suu Kyi and ethnic leaders. That will be the real solution for the political problem in Burma. And cease all the hostility against all the innocent people, its own citizens. Allow Aung San Suu Kyi to move freely. Even though she has been released from house arrest, she is not allowed to exercise her rights and political rights and leadership. She is still being restricted severely. All the democracy activities and activists should be allowed freely. Also, all those who has given their lives for the freedom of the country, students, monks, young and old, honoring their sacrifice, she urged every one of us and people of Burma and the world to help restore democracy and freedom in Burma. That's her request, demands to the regime in Burma. She is an EE2 former political prisoner. So let me now invite one last speaker, which is one of the members of Burmese American Youth Democratic Alliance Beta. She is Minai. They also performed at the yesterday event in 1888. Thank you so much. She is, as James said, she is our teacher.
Hi, my name is May Nai. I'm Burmese American Youth Democratic Alliance, and I am also the youngest member. What 8888 or Shillelagh in Burmese is for those who don't know. Shillelagh was the people's uprising against the Burmese military junta, and the military has been treating the people of Burma unfairly. Many of the protesters were either killed or injured for their non-violent ways. Many of our parents were involved in the 8888 uprising, most during their university years. We were told countless stories about the protest. As a result, the tale of Shillelagh will keep living through the generations and it will never be forgotten. Even now, when we watch the news and see uprisings occurring in other countries, we are reminded of the Shillelagh uprising of our home country, Burma. When we heard that Egypt was getting closer to democracy, it gave us hope that all our efforts will contribute in taking a step forward to the democracy for Burma. Aung San Suu Kyi is our leader for getting Burma closer to democracy. She involved herself in the People's Uprising in 1988 and later went on to become a political leader in Burma. Recently, when she was released from her house arrest, the Burmese people felt a surge of hope. Now, thanks to the city of Berkeley and the American people for recognizing today as Burma Day, we are given another ray of hope. We know that if we all work together, we will be able to work towards a free Burma. Thanks again, Berkeley, for honoring our country and people on this important day in our Burmese history. Thank you.
Was 8880 uprising. 10 Burmese organizations from Burmese community actually joined hands and realized this activity, as well as we had a commemorative event on the Saturday. So before I read all those 10 organizations, let me just briefly say how much the support from the city of Berkeley and the city of San Francisco as well is very instrumental in pressuring the regime. In 1995, even before many of us are here, even before this organization doesn't exist, the activists in the city of Berkeley passed a resolution called Selective Purchasing Law. The city will not purchase any goods and items from any company that does business in Burma. In 1995, we are not even here in this area yet. So many cities follow. A year later, San Francisco followed and approved that resolution. The next day, PepsiCo left Burma. They said they can no longer stay in Burma. Not just PepsiCo, many major U.S. corporations, which is trying to get money out of these poor people, left Burma. Motorola, IBM, Apple, all those companies. That's not only that every year whenever we need the city stood up for the people of Burma. So in 2008, honoring the 20th anniversary, City of Berkeley and San Francisco declared 8888 August 8 as a Burma Day to honor the people of Burma for their struggle for the democracy and freedom. That's not even an end. Just last year, the regime realized a sham election and marginalized and sidelined Aung San Suu Kyi, imprisoned all the opposition, and they have established this sham election. Through the sham election, this skin deep, civilian-looking, but nothing more than still the same military dictatorship government. So last year, both City of Berkeley and San Francisco, maybe their 10th resolution, they have recognized May 27, which is the day of the 1990 election, in which Aung San Suu Kyi and opposition National League for Democracy won landslide victory. Uwen Nine is one of the representatives there, but he was imprisoned. So that May 27 is recognized as a Burma Democracy Day, and also the city also recognized NLD, Aung San Suu Kyi, and also the 1990 election as a legitimate leader in the way forward for the democracy in Burma. So that's why I am very thankful for this city of Berkeley, and also city of San Francisco, and also many other cities. Besides, at the last Board of Supervisor meeting in city of San Francisco Board of Supervisor meeting, Supervisor Jane Kim kindly recognized the Burma Day at the meeting. So that's the activity we had in the San Francisco side this year. So with that, let me just thank the city of Berkeley and each and every one of you on behalf of the 10 organizations organizing Burma Day that realized this year event. Those organizations are Association of Burmese Students, San Francisco Bay Area, National League for Democracy, Liberator Area, USA Branch, Kachin Heritage Organization, New Society Party for Democracy, USA Branch, Korean Youth Oakland, Burmese American Women's Alliance, Burmese American Democratic Alliance, Tricolor USA Branch, and Momaka News Group. So many of those are community organization, culture organization, and like Bara, some are activists and political organization. So thank you so much for everybody here. This is so important. Now we are going to move to the other flagpole and to raise our another very important flag, Fighting Peacock flag. With that one, the Fighting Peacock is actually associated with our independence struggle against the British. So it symbolizes our movement. Whenever that is raised, it means the country and people are struggling for something. So we have been struggling for democracy and freedom for 50 years now, which is very much lifespan of the many people in Burma. In Burma, people doesn't live more than 50 years. So we have been living under dictatorship for 50 years. That means many of our children are probably, if we can take this regime out, they will only know the brutal dictatorship and repression. That's why we are going to raise another flag, Fighting Peacock flag, which symbolizes our movement, our struggle. Thank you so much, and let's move to the other side of the park. Thanks.